up, VC? So, let me lower this for a second. This is kind of my second go-round / new stuff into the fold type video, right? Okay, so some time ago, your boy got some VCLT, right? Rock on. Good times, right? So that VCLT Vinyl Community Love Train was from Sir Randall Weaver, super good dude, super generous dude in the vinyl community. Support his channel if you don't. And then my boy, Cosmic Vinyl, aka Cosmic Brian. So I got some goodies in, right? And so, of course, I'll tie in later. Played some music. YouTube was like, not having it. No, sir. So here I am, back at it for one mo again, you know? And let's just get after it, right? So I got some that I already showed, reliving the past. Sorry the surprises aren't going to be caught on camera. And then some new goodies in the mail. So let's get after these goodies, right? And so first things first. If you don't know, I'm in my mom's office, right? So I'm hanging out here. I think I said this in the past. I have eBay. She uses my account. Oh, by the way, I just noticed this when I did this little kind of flippers things, like via pinball machine flippers. This Cotton Bowl Wisconsin champions. Hopefully we're back to form. Hit our stride. We do not belong outside the top 25. Not going to go on a sports rant. That's not what this is about. But if anybody chimes in and you're college football fans, let me know. Is anyone else excited as me, or NFL, or any sports otherwise? But as for the video goes, hanging out. Mom always got watermelon in the fridge. If you guys don't know, it's my favorite food. And just like my house, you might see in the past, I have a watermelon platter here, designated just for watermelon. And if you didn't know, man, this is a half slab. Your boy eats watermelon by the slab. I just got done with work. Hot, miserable, late July, soon to be August, South Carolina weather. Ice cold watermelon is delectable. But whether you cut a disc or you have a half section, a quarter section, all that's cool in the game. It doesn't matter. Personal preference. A whole lot of people like to eat off the rind. Just chew yourself towards the white where it's no good. Not me. Your boy's gonna cut a straight crescent moon. Bow. Chuck that rind. And then you eat from the outside in. This right here, if you didn't know, that's the heart. Doesn't get any better than the middle, you know? So I'm about to get up in the middle of this watermelon as soon as I'm done with this video. But while we're at it, so let me kind of rebox this to make it look the way it came in. If you can't tell by this oh-so-cosmic box right here, this is for my boy, Cosmic Brian. So I actually think I did a good job there of showcasing a little bit of that without giving away addresses, etc., whatnot, right? So first things first here. And sorry, there's no... can't act surprised twice, you know, or you can only be surprised once, I should say. So, a nerd like me, Bry Guy threw in a oh-so-cosmic cover. Thanos is one of my baddest baddies ever, right? So I'm going to plop him right here. Thanos. Looking super goonish. Watermelon, you're going to have to go to the back burner for now. But badow. That's that. And then here, also not giving away addresses, you can see that Randall Weaver sent me a little package, right? Nothing crazy, he just thought of me, right? And that's super kind when a friend thinks of you and sends you something. And I don't know if it's just stuff he had anyways, or if he thought about me, but these USA Forever stickers, I don't know if they're tied to Hot Wheels or something like that, but you have Purple Passion, the High Speeder, and the Twin Mill. So my favorite would be this kind of yellow Corvette, which is dope, but that 4950 Purple Merc lead sled is probably the coolest thing of the bunch, right? And what did he send? I'm showing one I'm keeping, because other ones are going to be surprises, but he sent a stack of stickers. So this is probably going to be adorning boxes in the future for future VCLT, in which case I could spread love on Sir Randall Weaver and everyone give him a shout out. By all means, I'll include him in the notes for future to come. But so, some stickers for your nerd friend here. And what did Brian send? in this lovely tie-dye cosmic box. He sent one, what I was not expecting. I knew one thing that was coming because there's been discussion in the past, right? So I said this David Bowie changes, man. You gotta love that, right? And so this is a 180 gram repress. And so I already own this, but this is most definitely an upgrade. So my sister, who's a diehard Bowie fan, her first concert was actually David Bowie and Trent Reznor. Way back once a time when I'm afraid of Americans, I'm afraid of the world. That era, right? So I'm keeping this for myself. Thank you so much, Brian. I greatly appreciate it. My copy's kind of a beat up. And my sister, who's more of a streamer, and especially my brother-in-law, who's not a vinyl guy at all, and I don't say that disparagingly. He has taste in music. He's plays instruments, and he's pretty talented in that regards. My sister was a flautist, played flute, French horn, a handful of other instruments. Is very talented. She has a humble but nice 100 or so record collection in her house. She has one of those like little all-in-one cabinets, and so it's cool. And so I certainly don't ever mind giving her player copies of records. And then that's usually when we gather there, we listen to records. And so what I did know was coming from Brian, and what was playing in the background was April Wine. All right? So dig this. Didn't own any of it, right? And your boy could talk about music right now. If you don't know April Wine, check it out. You heard a little sample in the background. And I got it lowered so you can't hear it in the background, more than likely, right? These are my two critiques, right? This Canadian sweater, go Blackhawks. All right, and then other than that, totally not talking about music. This guy shredding on the guitar right here has kind of a tiger's mane head on him, and it must be tiger because you can see the tiger print on the back, right? So this is reminiscent of, did anyone ever play Tekken? Yeah, I just went PlayStation video game nerd on you guys. It is what it is, right? But so your boy's not going to brag on a whole bunch of games. Probably EA Sports game circa 2006 and prior. Your boy is pretty crafty. Particularly Madden, especially Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods circa 2002 to 2004. Absurd. Mad skills. Don't want to touch me. Don't come close. A lot of games I can't brag on. I'm not a diehard gamer. One I would say I'd brag on. Tekken 5, Tekken Tag, and back. You don't want none. King was my guy, and this cover reminds me of King from Tekken. Whew, that's right. Yeah, your boy should talk about music. Who cares if I don't? All right, you guys having a good time? I hope so. By the way, Mom's happy to have you in her home. There's always beer in the fridge. So, ice cold watermelon in the summertime? Yeah, who doesn't want to hang out here? She's tidy. She's Italian. If she knew you were coming, she'd bake a cake. But, so, my buddy, speaking of, I love you, Mom. But, that's a wow from Brian. And, you know me, I'm not self-serving. So I'm not the type of guy who's going to be like, like and subscribe. Not that anyone who does that is self-serving. Whatever. Everyone do you. But, so I'm not going to read the compliments towards me. Brian, that's very nice of you, and I really appreciate that. But what I'm going to do is, towards the end of this first side of the letter, he writes into the back side, and it says, thanks for the intro to your into your entourage. As well. What a great bunch of pals. Please give my regards to all the following people. Your boy Dustin, the multiracial best bud, the lovely Latina Veronica, fellow big man Brody Love, punker Dave the Schlarb, the dynamic duo Dobbs and Stroud, and the one-time guest star Mac the Knife. So I probably missed a couple, but keep on blowing up the VC with all your peeps. Peace, Cosmic Brian. Dude, I'm the type of sentimental old doof that if you stroke my ego, not that you're just doing it just like stroke my ego, but paying me a compliment as a friend, as friends do. I love you too, man. So certainly not offended by someone passing on kind words that I would say in return to you and all my other friends in the vinyl community. But to give shout-outs to my friends is so super nice, man. So hopefully they're watching. If not, I'll still tell them in person, right? So anyways, that's a little gift from Brian. That's a little gift from Randall Weaver. And that's super cool. And also, if you didn't know, your boy's a freaking winner, right? So I'd like to think I'm a winner of life. I work hard, I try hard, I save my money, I try to do things. I'm hunting for vinyl and building rapport with local business owners, and I get some of the goodies that other people aren't privy to. So kudos to me for that. But sometimes it's better to have dumb luck, and so your boy had some dumb luck in a recent contest from B-Side Records, which is cool. And by the way, a lot of people, when they're drawing names or they do the random little spin, it's hilarious because there's just you can hear a tone of like, oh shit, I don't want anyone to lose. And Beth is particularly, and forgive me for describing it as such, particularly frantic about people losing. So I've lost her contests in the past. Obviously, I lose almost every single contest. Uh, but so it's hilarious when by each name, it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. But this last entry, I know people don't, if they didn't participate, most people aren't watching drawn videos. It's just the way the vinyl community works. It's human nature. No fault on that, right? If you didn't partake in the contest, you probably don't want to partake in just a drawn. Well, oddly enough, more people, like, I had a drawn with 40 people entered the drawn and 500 people watched. So what is that nonsense? But right on, weirdness. But yeah, I get sidetracked easily. I'm like, a cat where there's a string and a laser pointer everywhere at all times. But so yeah, the funny tidbit was she spent all this time doing one of those computer programming that your boy doesn't do. Beep boop bop bop. Putting names in a giant pinwheel that spins and retracts one at a time. Final name's the winner, right? That's the one I happen to win. So it's super cool. But the very start of it, there was like this weird pause in the computer before the first name pops up, and then it continues on and so forth randomly. But the name didn't pop as quickly as she liked, and she's like, oh shit, it's broken? Or something like that. You can't see her face because it's Beth, but the tone in her voice was hysterical, right? And so, sidetrack, who cares? They're dumb stories via Erik. Get to the records! Get to the records! But here they are, right? So, handy dandy scissors. Bust this open like a dress on prom night. And this time I am gonna remember to hunt for the note. The first time I missed it via some VCLT. Okay, so what do we have here, right? So Erik, congrats on winning my Halloween in July contest. Enjoy a couple of bonus goodies. Your friend Beth. On a nice little spacer to protect, right? So, like I say, your boy rarely knows what he's going to win when he does these contests. I'm just supporting people in the vinyl community, right? And so, I don't have a horror score. So this is kind of cool. This is Halloween, original motion picture soundtrack. And, dude, it's so menacing. But what I'm looking forward to this, I have not been super proactive about it as of late. But, and this is one of those nice ones she has where it's a separate slide in the back. And usually I'm not a huge fan of that if you got like your normal sleeve. But when you got actual sleeve that has a picture on it, I am a fan of that. So that's pretty cool. So it kind of gives you like a second image. So the cool thing is she found this like just like not like flipping or thrifting or whatever, and got this stupid cheap. So awesome, man. However things trickled down, that was super dope. But what I really like about this, I'll be honest with you, I'm going to spin this because I spin all my records. I'm a nerd. But I have not seen this movie yet. So I got to peek this out. I'm behind on some of these remakes. But, your boy still kind of lives in the 80s and early 90s. It happens when you get older. But what I am super looking forward to, if you've seen my living room in the past, I assume if you're watching this you have, that this is orange and super menacing. I've not been proactive recently about switching out my vinyl records that I have framed on the wall, but I can guarantee you, one second, I gotta make sure the volume's just off on this. YouTube's playing randomly in the background as I speak. And Ram Jam, Black Betty, I know for a fact if anyone ever has that come up, you will get censored, you will get blocked. But anyways, this is gonna end up on the wall come October. So thank you, Beth. That's super cool. And then what I don't know on oh god, I just saw the thing that's on the bottom. That's so freaking cool. So forgive me if I'm short on this, right? Record Store Day 2017 April 17th, 2010. Is this just like a record store day comp? This is sealed. I have no freaking clue what this is. Yeah, this is pretty freaking cool. One, because it says it shouts Record Store Day, and I wasn't that hip on vinyl to really participate in Record Store Day many moons ago, right? So it says Choice Cuts 2010. If anyone recalls this, or things that are similar to this, that's kind of cool. But it's Violent Soho, Neon Trees, which I'm aware of, Paper Tongues I'm aware of, Khalees, Major Lazer, Alpha Rev, Peter Wolf, Aqualung, also Steel Panther I actually saw in concert. So this looks like a pretty cool random mix of stuff. Super dope. Look forward to spinning that. And then Beth, you're so freaking awesome. Beth knows I freaking love. And then this is how. This is what it says on bonus one. Not sure. Looked so cool. Lots of tunes. So I agree. That's actually, I didn't even pay attention. I just ripped it off and started looking. I agree with that assessment, right? Instead of candy, maybe some. All right. And if you know, because this is about candy, Halloween, right? Instead of candy, maybe some coffee. All right. I grew up with these movies. You know, I don't know if I told you the story in the past. You know, this local channel after Saturday morning cartoons used to play old Dolomite and Blaxploitation movies and everything. I grew up with these things censored with commercials and terrible. I freaking love these movies. Pam Grier was the first lady I saw naked. I enjoy the movie, and I don't care what anyone says. I like the music. I like Roy Ayers. I like Willie Hutch. I like that music. I like Shaft is Isaac Hayes. You start going down the long line of Superfly. Like, that's, to me, that's not even a soundtrack. That's a Curtis Mayfield album. You know, like, this is the type of thing, like, when I sort my records and I categorize them, I do alphabetical order, and because band names are weird and everything, I do first name first. That's controversial to some people, but that's just how I do it. I do it first name first. I mix all my genres. Everything's integrated. You know what I mean? And the only things I have that are separated is comps and soundtracks. But an album like this is Roy Ayers. So, you know, this is not going to go on soundtracks. This is going to go right there next to Roy Ayers, Ubiquitous, and all that other jazz. But, rock on. That's super freaking awesome. I'm going to play the mess out of this for a couple weeks. And then, this is actually, it's going to pain me a little bit. But this is going to lose the shrink because this is making the wall. It's just, bye-bye James Bond. Blaxploitation wall, here we come. It is what it is. No one that comes to my house is going to be offended. And then the last thing, and I'm going to be quick about this, one host, not that it even matters, because we're encroaching upon 20 minutes, and I try not to waste too much of your time, right? I got a little card here, right? And so it says, just a little note, and it says, forgive me, oh, that's super cool. It says, it says, hey, Erik, it's Presley, a.k.a. Stranger Queen. And I wanted to say thank you for the money you gave me earlier. I bought the Stranger Things 3 soundtrack with the money, and I didn't think I ever got to say thank you earlier when I did the unboxing with my mom before, so thank you. Little smiley face, and it's cute how she did it here. She did, I assume it's intentional. She did Stranger Things, crossed out things, and then wrote Queen with a smiley face. So that's super nice, man. You gotta love these people. What an awesome family. Rock on. I appreciate you guys. I hope you had fun. And also, here's a little tidbit. I'm gonna finish with a rant. There's so many people that want to support channels, and they watch it, and then, I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I'm a newer guy to the vinyl community. I see that VCLT videos, usually if you look at someone, whatever they are, wherever they fall on the spectrum of the vinyl community, whether the person that consistently gets 80 to 120 views, or the person that consistently gets 800 to 1200 views, for whatever reason, VCLT, I don't know if people are opposed to love, but there's some people that don't tune in. And dude, watch love being given love. I don't know if you're jealous or you're people are counting on why did that person give that or whatever, why not me? That's a half full approach. I'm a half full person. So I encourage everyone to participate and witness any love being given, I should say. And you know what? If you're the type of person that doesn't appreciate that love, it might be the reason why you're not receiving love if you're thinking why you don't. Because I'm a firm believer that positivity is received with positivity, and giving and receiving love is a positive thing. Anyways, a random note that was unnecessary that also pushed me over 20 minutes. Forgive me. I still love you. Thanks for watching.